This is a resume of someone that got a LLM in the United States and then a degree in a foreign country. One of the first things I would say, just as a general rule, and for these resumes, by the way, we did take off. We tried to clean them up so we don't give away who you are and so forth to other people. So there's some privacy here. This particular person is an LLM and hopefully would like to get a job in the United States. So one of the things is in the United States, typically you don't want to use different colors on your resume. You typically want to make it just one color. People are looking for just a short amount of, they don't want to have kind of all these colors. It's difficult when you're getting an LLM many times to get a job in the US. This is just for people that are LLMs. I do recommend getting a JD if you do want to work in the US. And then most of these experiences here are fine. They're related to what you're doing. Research work is very heavy here. I don't know, you're probably in the certifications and so forth. So for the most part, this is not a US resume. It's more of a foreign resume. But one of the things that I always do, and I want to, let me just see here, open second here. I do need to open Grammarly. Let me see here, document entries. So let me just save all these. Give me 1 second. Here. This should work now. So everybody too, by the way, I would highly recommend, especially resumes, installing things like Grammarly and so forth on them. What most good attorneys will do anytime they review a resume is they're going to look for things like spacing, commas. You can see here there's spacing issues. Sometimes you can see here where it's saying remove the space, add article, add comma. So this stuff is extremely important. If someone sees these kind of errors in a resume, typically, it makes it very difficult for them to take you seriously as an attorney, because the job of an attorney is to avoid these sort of mistakes. And then even things like this, like Honorable Delhi High Court, you can see how that's spelled and the commas and so forth. One of the problems a lot of times people have with foreign countries when they do resumes is making sure that they're following these formatting issues. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I'm a specialist in US-based resumes, but that's one of the things that I would definitely recommend for this particular resume is proofreading it. And it's very difficult as an LLM to get a position in the United States unless you have experience that's going to be very directly something that can help U.S. law firms or U.S. legal employers. The only way to really make sure that you're doing that is to try to make your experience look like it's going to be relevant to what a U.S. law firm is doing.